Hello, welcome to my channel, 25th and South. My name is Cece, and today you're watching part 15 of my Rags to Riches Let's Play. So we are here at Jay and Zoe's house. Jay invited everybody over. Now I've been playing a little bit off screen and gotten Jay and Sergio together, and I've been working on that relationship a little bit because, as you know, in the last part, Cece got the two of them connected, and she's also here with her fiance Joaquin. And if you take a little notice right here, that is Cece's ring. So she is super excited to be out and about. I gave her a little bit of a makeover, kind of changed her hair up a bit. Now, they've been engaged now for a little while. It's already halfway through fall. And I think her and Zoe are just sort of planning what they're gonna do. You know, Zoe is really wanting to help her plan for the wedding and you know, plan for all the fun things that they're going to do, the bachelorette parties, the engagement party, all of that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Cece also call Mackenzie to come over. Let's see, because even though she hasn't really spoken to Mackenzie since the sort of pre-engagement party, the little impromptu party that they have right after they got engaged. But she knows that Mackenzie is a little apprehensive about the relationship. Oh, she's already here. Huh, she's somewhere here. But as you know, if you've been watching my series for any length of time, you know that Cece once had feelings for Gavin here, but after Gavin just sort of said he wanted to be friends, she met Joaquin, and this is really the first time that she's hung out with Gavin in any real capacity since then. It was over the summer, and so it's a bit awkward, not crazy awkward to be around him, but it is a little bit awkward to be around him. But you know, Joaquin and Gavin, they get along really well, which is kind of interesting to Cece that they get along so well, because they aren't really, they're kind of opposites in every way. So I was just trying to see, since I have no idea where Mackenzie is. She says she's around here, but I don't see her anywhere. Oh, maybe she's being a little shifty because she's still not sure about this whole marriage thing. But yeah, she and Zoe are just chatting it up, just hanging out. Of course, Joaquin is dancing. But I'm so excited. I want to plan just everything. Her dress, where they should get married. Now, one thing with the Rags to Riches is generally when you get married, your spouse comes into the relationship with no money. But I like to play the game as realistically as possible, and that just doesn't make any sense. So I'm going to allot Joaquin 5,000 simoleons to bring into the marriage. So that money will go towards them finding a bigger place. Of course, Cece has been living in this sort of tiny trailer that really wasn't meant to be lived in. It was just sort of meant to work in. And so they're kind of trying to decide where they want their permanent home to be, or where they want to live. Cece lives in, I think that was Joaquin going to work. So Joaquin went to work. But Cece lives here in Oasis Springs, and Joaquin lives in Windenburg, and he loves Windenburg. But I think he's also willing to move. So they're just trying to decide where they want to live. If they do stay in Oasis Springs, obviously they're going to need a bigger place. So the Romance Festival is in San Myshuno this weekend. I think maybe the girls are going to go head to the festival to get some ideas of what they want to do or how they want to plan Cece's wedding. Mackenzie and Zoe and let's see, Jay can come. And I wanted Mora if she shows up. I keep passing her. Or Maureen, sorry. Marion, sorry. I wanted to bring her along too. Okay, so the gang is all here at the Romance Festival. They've just come here to kind of get some ideas for Cece's wedding. Everybody is running off to go get drinks. That's something that this crew loves to do, is get drinks at the bar. So I'm gonna have Cece grab a drink. One thing that Cece is kind of thinking about is what she's gonna do for her next job. She doesn't work for the next couple of days. Well, guess what, Raj? We are already here. But she has to get to level 3. She's only a level 2 in the business career. And she's really been enjoying cooking. Of course, this is also her cooking crew, her cooking class. And so I think she's going to get into, start working at a restaurant and sort of gain more knowledge of cooking. Maybe she's gonna want to go to culinary school eventually, but right now Cece's talking to Jay about, she's wanting to talk to Jay about Sergio and how that's been going. She knows that they've been spending time together. And obviously Jay really likes Sergio a lot. So of course she's feeling super psyched about that because she's the one that suggested they start hanging out. Mostly because she really wanted to get in good with Sergio because she knows how great Sergio and Joaquin's friendship is. And so she just wanted, she thought that maybe if she hooked Sergio up with Jay, that would kind of get her in Sergio's good graces. And obviously it has, because the two of them totally hit it off, which I'm sure she knew that they would. So they're just having a talk about that. And Mackenzie, as I said before, she also wants to talk to Mackenzie because she knows that Mackenzie is still feeling kind of weary about Joaquin. So she's gonna ask, tell me, what do you think about Joaquin? Because I know that Mackenzie, I know that you're kind of worried about the two of us getting married. You feel it's too soon, but we've been together for a few months now, it's, and we're not spring chickens anymore. And she's just like, yeah, Joaquin, he's a good guy, I guess. I don't really know him all that well. She's like, I don't really know Joaquin all that well. But I know that the two of you really care about each other, and I'm really happy for you getting married, and I just want to make sure you're doing what's best for you. And of course, Jay is just telling wild, crazy stories about, growing up and his college days. And so this is basically going to be her side of the wedding party. So I think she's going to give them each a gift, asking them to be her bridesmaids. So let's see, we will give them each, Let's see, what can we give them? Here, we will give them each a fossil. So we'll give Mackenzie a fossilized egg. Will you be my maid of honor? And then we will also give the same to Zoe, asking if she will be one of her bridesmaids. And then we will give Jay gifts as well. Will you stand beside me when I get married, my dear friend? Not as a bridesmaid, but you know, as a groomsmaid. Tiny T-Rex arms. So these are the gifts that she's giving to her wedding party. And then also she's got to give something to Maureen as well. She's also going to ask her to be in the wedding. So let's see. I think we had one more fossil to give. Yeah. Prehistoric rock. And there we go. So everybody gets a gift. So yay. Everyone gets a gift and asking to be at her wedding. Even Maureen, or Miriam, if I can ever pronounce this woman's name correctly, that would be great. So look, Miriam is super excited because she probably didn't really think that they were that good of friends, but they are. Or maybe they are just because she's gotta balance out her bridesmaids, make sure that there is enough people in her party. So these are her crew. These are her bridesmaids. Of course, Mackenzie is her maid of honor, and then Zoe, Marion, and Jay. So they're all gonna stand with her when she gets married. Which will probably be in the winter. We're already, let's see, 14 days in the fall, and we've got a lot to do. We've got to buy a house for her and Joaquin to live in. She's thinking about getting a new job, so she's got to do that. And we'll probably have to we got to get furniture because there is nothing in her apartment. She can't use anything in her apartment. But I was thinking about, let's go ask the guru some advice about her upcoming nuptials. Now, Cece is not really one to believe in all of that guru stuff, but you know, she's here at the romance festival. Why not ask this guy what he thinks about her upcoming nuptials and his advice? She's just asking what he thinks, and it looks like, I don't know, looks like he has some really good advice. Let's see what he has to say. To love or not to love? That is the question. The reason why Cece doesn't really get into all that, of that stuff that he gave her. No real advice, nothing that she could use whatsoever. So she's just gonna stick with her feelings that she truly believes that Joaquin is the guy for her. And just couldn't go with that. You know, that's how she feels. Let's see. I think Cece is going to try her luck at a little bit of matchmaking again with Mackenzie because she loves Mackenzie so much and she wants to see her in a happy, healthy relationship. So I think we're going to talk up Morgan Whitaker, one of the first people that she met when she moved to Oasis Springs. He helped get her an inn with local food vendors where she's been selling her produce. Morgan sounds like a catch. I'll introduce myself when I see him next. So maybe the iron can strike hot again, and she could get another one of her friends in a relationship. Let's see. She really has to go to the bathroom. Let's make it to the bathroom so we don't pee ourselves. Okay, so Cece and Miriam are sitting here. They're both really kind of uncomfortable. Cece from, I think, potentially being super drunk. But I think the festival is still going on, but I think she might call it a night. It's pretty late, and she's got to do some reports that she's got to have done and put together. So let's see. Does she have any needs? She is a little hungry. Let's get her something to eat while she's here. That way she doesn't have to worry about it when she goes home. Okay, so yeah, it is starting to rain here at the festival, and Cece is totally drunk. So we're going to head home, and she could sleep it off, and then tomorrow we will get back with her after she is done filling out those reports. Okay, so we're back at Cece's. She's not feeling too well. She's feeling a little sick and her phone was a little low, so I'm having her do a little bit of dancing right now. But I'm going to go ahead and end this part here. If you enjoyed this part, please give it a happy little thumbs up. Please comment down below your thoughts. Where do you think Cece and Joaquin should move? Should they stay in Oasis Springs? Should they move to Windenburg? Or should they find a new world to live in? Give me your thoughts down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe. I make videos every single week, and I would love to have you join just the fun times that we're having here on this channel. Again, my name is Cece, and I promise never to break your game. Bye.